Hey everybody, it's Miss Beck, and you're joining me here for knowledge number 8, the seasons of farming. Um, I hope you listened to the seasons of Arnold's apple tree. It's a wonderful illustration of an apple tree through all 4 seasons. Boys and girls, can you name the 4 seasons of the year? Let's do it. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. So today we're going to talk about the 4 seasons as it relates to farming. And believe you me, I believe Ms. Beck's going to learn some stuff today that she did not know about farming. Because in case you were not aware, Ms. Beck was not a farmer. So here's a picture of a farm during the 4 different seasons. I'm going to let you take a look at them and see if you can make predictions about what season is which. Well, we do have 4 seasons in a year, and spring always follows winter, and summer always follows spring, and fall always follows summer, and after autumn comes winter, and then it starts back over. A farmer's work, the job that he or she does each day, can change from season to season. So we can talk about the way farmers' jobs change according to the seasons. When we do this, it makes sense to begin with spring. Let's take a look at spring. So what you're looking at on that page was a picture of a plow. And during the spring, a farmer uses a plow to prepare the ground. And this is done because a plow has a very sharp teeth that dig into the earth, and it shreds up the dirt in plants to make room for new seeds. Take a look at that plow. You may have seen one of those riding down the road. All right, we'll take a look at this next picture here. And in that picture, we have a fertilizer spreader. In order to prepare or cultivate the soil, the farmer needs some fertilizer just to make sure there's plenty of nutrients for the plants to grow. Fertilizer creates nutrients to help the plants grow well. Different types of plants need different kinds of fertilizers. Some fertilizers are made from chemicals and others are made from animal manure or animal waste. Do y'all know what animal manure is? It's poop, animal poop. These are chemicals helping our plants grow. Image 484 is a seed spreader. To plant large crops, most farmers use tractor-driven seed spreaders like this one. It drops the seeds into the rows that the farmer has already plowed and fertilized. And as it passes, dropping seeds evenly in the rows, the seed spreader brushes a layer of soil over the seeds. Wow, I guess farmers are really excited to have that because if they had to do all that work by hand, think of how long it would take. Oh my goodness. All right. 8.5. 8.5 shows us rain on a brown field. After planting, the farmer watches the weather and hopes for rain. The seeds need water in order to sprout into seedlings. In many places, spring is the rainy season. It is around here. Few things make a farmer happier than the sight of dark rain and clouds overhead. Why is the farmer happy to see dark rain and clouds overhead? When we talked about plants, rain, water makes our plants grow. Awesome. All right. 8.6. This is a young crop. Eventually, the brown field will turn green as seedlings emerge from the soil. Once they have sprouted, the new plants will continue to need water. By the time the spring makes way for summer, these corn plants will grow about knee high. Hopefully they will continue to grow taller and taller through the hot summer. This is like a baby plant, baby corn. A lot of times when we think about corn, it's a whole lot taller. Sometimes problems arise and plants do not grow as expected. Crops fail or die. Sometimes, no matter how hard a farmer works or how hard he tries or knows about farming, something can happen where they fail. Drought is one of the farmer's worst enemies. A drought occurs when there's no rain for a very long time. Droughts occur most frequently during the summer, so we've moved to our summertime. The crop in this picture is supposed to be tall and green, but instead it's brown because of the drought. One of the things that can help in case of a drought or just in general is the irrigation system. And this is a way that the farmers use to get water to the plants. Wow, that looks amazing. Does anybody know what this is? I don't like him. It's called a locust. Unfortunately, rain is not the only thing that a farmer needs to worry about. Pests are animals such as insects that can harm crops. That guy we just looked at, he is a locust, which is a type of grasshopper. Locusts are famous for destroying crops by eating them. Various types of worms, beetles, flies, and other insects can also eat farmers' crops. Ew. So one thing that the farmers can do is they can use a crop duster. And a crop duster will come and spray pesticides on the crops so that it will get rid of the bugs and wormies and stuff so that they won't eat the crops all the way up. That's a good. Also, that's why it's really, really important to wash our fruits and vegetables because they have been treated in that way to get rid of the pesticides. All right, here you are looking at a woman holding an apple. And the time of the year that's the really hardest for farmers is the harvest time. Most crops need to be harvested at just the right time or they will spoil. Harvest time is different for different crops and it can occur at different times. A lot of times we'll say that it's in the early summer or in the fall, and some crops have to be harvested by hand so they are not damaged. During harvest time, farmers need all the help they can get, and they often hire people to help them bring in the harvest as quickly as possible. So if you ever hear of someone hiring for farm help, harvest help, that is something that is commonly done. Here we have a picture of an apple orchard. Do you remember who was responsible for planting a lot of apples? One of the characters we learned about? Johnny Appleseed. Apple orchards are an awesome place to visit. Actually, not all farmers need to plant new crops every winter. Farmers that own orchards or fruit tree farms, such as apples and peaches, only have to plant a tree one time. Well, that may sound easier, but it also requires a lot of hard work and patience, as every orchard farmer knows. Once these apple trees are planted, the owner must wait several years before they are able to produce big, red, juicy apples. After the trees are fully grown, they will follow the usual crop cycle, producing new leaves and flowers in the spring and young fruits in the summer. The apples will grow all summer long until fall when it's apple picking time. So I hope you noticed that on that book I shared with y'all. All right. The first snow. I love snow. And I think farmers love snow too. After harvest time, the farmer is finally able to take a rest. You might think that winter would be the easiest season for a farmer. And compared to other seasons, it is. However, winter is the only time when farmers have to fix tools that need to be used during the rest of the year. It's also to time to plan for the next planting season, to buy seeds and test the soil and decide how much fertilizer he will need for next year. No matter the season, there is always work to be done on farm. All right, so friends, what are our 4 seasons of the year? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. That's right. There are 4 seasons. I can name them all. What do farmers do to protect their crops from drought? Well, one of the things I showed you, remember they can use those irrigation systems to water them, okay? Do you remember what they do to protect their crops from pests? Remember that crop duster, and they can use pesticide to get those wormies and bugs far, far away. What season of the year do you think is the most important season on a farm? I don't know. I would kind of just think that maybe the most important season on farm was the harvest time. And usually they said that was summer, early fall, because that's when all the harvest is coming in. You could also maybe argue that it's important during planting time, right? All right, let's do that little bit of word work. The word is pests. Can we say pests? Pests are animals that harm plants or other animals. Pests may be large animals like deer or very small animals like locusts and insects. Pests such as flies sometimes bother people. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Have you ever seen plants that have been harmed by pests? And have you ever been harmed by pests? One time I was trying to eat a picnic and some pests bothered me. Do you know who they were? They were ants. Okay, I'm going to read a sentence, and if the sentence describes a pest, you will say, "Those are pests! Get them out of here." If they're not pests, we won't say that, okay? Those are pests. I made myself laugh. The leaves of a tomato plant have been eaten by bugs. Bugs are pests. Get them out of here. All right, number 2. The farmer was very upset to see that corn plants had been completely eaten by deer during the night. Deer are pests. Out of here. Number 3. The apple trees have grown beautiful green apples. Apples are not pests. No way. Number 4. The farmer dug into the soil and found that worms had been eating the potatoes. Those are pests. Get them out of here. Number 5. The fertilizer helps the plants to be green and healthy. No, fertilizer is not a pest. It's not. All right, boys and girls, now I would like you to draw Miss Beck a picture of your favorite season and tell me why that's your favorite season. I've enjoyed talking to you today, and I've enjoyed learning a lot about farms because that's not something I knew a lot about. So draw me a picture of your favorite season and send it in. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.